Hi, I'm Devin Spear, and this is Disruption Weekly for June 21st, 2024. We're going to begin with, no surprise, Apple. Apple is getting a lot of really positive feedback from the Worldwide Developer Conference they had last week, where they announced, among a lot of other things, a bunch of new apps. I'm still a fan of the iPad calculator. It's kind of amazing that it can do what it does. But the big takeaway for everybody was Apple AI, Apple Intelligence, and this article goes through some stuff that people maybe have missed. The idea that Apple Intelligence is really built on the foundation of Apple's pledge to privacy and security, confidentiality, and the fact that they have billions of iPhones in the wild, and facial recognition is another element of security. The article also talks about their strategy in engaging with OpenAI and ChatGPT, which may actually be the essence of the deal, where OpenAI is paying Apple to access its users. It makes Apple look really, really smart after being delayed for, people thought, years and not making moves around artificial intelligence. Now, maybe their strategy is superior to both Apple, or to both Microsoft and Google. Let's see what happens next and see what happens in the fall when you have the new version of Siri. Speaking of AI-powered online tools, there's a category of AI-powered search. I think I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of Perplexity. I use it really for all my search effort instead of the former search engines that everybody was used to. And now Perplexity has a new competitor called GenSpark, which is doing some of those similar things. AI-powered search, building pages, lets you save and share pages. Another feature similar to a product called the Arc browser. But it is their initial post-beta release is focusing on travel, and it's doing some really cool things in terms of building travel itineraries, say in the formatting of travel pages. Say you want to go to Spain or somewhere for 10 days. Just expect to see more competitors in the AI-powered search space, and you're going to see Google and Bing. I don't know, is Yahoo still out there? You're going to see them have to adapt in meaningful ways that benefit the customer experience. No one's figured that out yet, except I think Perplexity is close. And not giving up on AI in terms of interactions. AI and social networks are going to have an interesting interplay, or maybe a collision. This is a brand new version of a product called Butterflies. A social media platform called Butterflies was announced last week. It's built on the idea of another very popular AI website called Character AI, where you can create virtual avatars, virtual characters. Well, Butterflies, at least at this early stage, is allowing users to sign up and create an avatar around anything they want, an AI character, and you can create many of these. I don't know if there's a limit, hundreds. And these characters are interacting with other AI characters in the Butterfly platform and creating their own content, creating synthetic content right out of the blue and sharing that with other AI avatars. I know it sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds weird, but there was a reference here to a comment that Mark Zuckerberg made about, hey, Facebook and Instagram are going to have the same feature, and you're seeing AI characters in TikTok. I think it could be dystopian, and it also could be really entertaining, and it could be the future of social media networks that are predominantly AI-driven. Switching gears to something outside of the browser or the desktop is the fashion industry and the apparel industry. Here's a company called Unspun that is creating 3D printed clothes, and they reference examples of trousers, pants, 3D printed clothing, which is really genius. It allows you to customize. They have a mobile app that can scan your body, so you're creating custom clothing, perfect fit for your body size dimension. I imagine you can create finishes and fabrics and textures that are unique and one-off. The cool thing about the company is they're able to do this in a micro factory model, so you can have many of these throughout a geographic area. You don't have to have all the textiles coming from one place, the Far East. They could be in every city in the U.S. But the idea that you can use 3D machinery, it's not really 3D printing, it's 3D weaving, and new ways to create, to replace or augment and ultimately disrupt centuries-old industry, called textiles, is fascinating. And I know this is going to happen in every other industry. So here's an example of something you could try today. Feel good about the environment, feel good about having something unique, but also realize that it's going to be the beginning of massive disruption across the spectrum. And more disruption in the med space. There's a category called med tech, which in this article from Capgemini, a report called The Connected Health Revolution, focusing predominantly on UK companies, says that 9 out of 10, 93% of UK organizations are developing a roadmap for integrating med tech. So this is mobile apps around healthcare, wellness, diagnostics. It's all the wearables, your Apple Watch, Oura Ring. Also, connected homes and smart homes are going to be providing wellness and health data. And I'm not an expert in the medical space. I am a biohacker myself, and I can't imagine where this ends in terms of using AI and data, if you have the right inputs, sensors, devices, to really improve your health, wellness, physical and mental. And then at the end game is longevity. So these are the beginnings of the movement to letting technology help us live healthier and longer lives. And like everything we talk about, there's a downside, right? Privacy, security, all that stuff. And lastly, let me end on the crypto space. I think the crypto winter we went through in 2021, 2022, 22, 23 is clearly over. Cryptocurrencies, non-fungible tokens, the blockchain is making a massive comeback. You can read about the highlights of the first 2 quarters of 2024 in this very nice, well-written article from a woman named Alana. I just signed up to get her feed. The site is called Back of the Envelope, and she covers all the big top tier coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the top market cap coins. But she also talks a lot about new apps, new NFTs, a great little case study around non-fungible tokens that are used in the reservation process, and focusing mainly on restaurants in Manhattan, where every time you make a reservation and you show up at the restaurant, you earn an NFT. So it's directing more traffic to these restaurants. Very clever. Another social media network built on the blockchain called Farcaster. I use that, I play with it, I have an account. It's getting growth. So the bottom line on all these different topics is massive growth. More wallets, more users, more activity, more market appreciation. And you're going to see, I believe, not financial advice, I believe by the end of 2024, despite economic craziness and we have a crazy political election coming up, I think you're going to see a massive rise in all of cryptocurrencies because there's more utility, more value, and it's like a flight to safety. So pay attention to crypto. That's it for this week, June 21st, 2024, Disruption Weekly. If you like the newsletter, please sign up, subscribe, and tell your friends. And I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks again.